What's up everyone, Gus Acosta here, and today we're going to talk about how to balance and set up your GlideCam HD Pro. So you just bought your GlideCam HD Pro, congratulations, you made a good decision. I love this thing. I used to have the XR Pro and I upgraded to this one just because of the adjustment and how much easier it is to adjust than the old one. The XR Pro was a little bit too hard for me and it was hard to actually get it balanced. It took a while. This one's much better, so we're gonna get into it. Now you're wondering, how do I balance this? How do I put it together? There's so many pieces everywhere. How is my camera gonna work with it? Don't worry, it's not as tough as it seems. In this video, I'm going to show you how to put it together and how to balance it properly. What you have here is you have the head, you have the post, the counterweights. There's extra ones in the bag here. There's a couple screws, a couple nuts over here, and you have the screws right here where you can mount the weights. And you can also expand this base right here, which you want to undo these knobs and expand it all the way for extra balance with your GlideCam. This one's a lot wider, and coming from the XR Pro, I noticed how much easier it is to keep it steady when you're using your GlideCam. So the very first thing you want to do is you want to screw in the post like so. And what you want to do here is make sure that your post is lined up. Oops. So you want to make sure that the post is lined up properly. So the back here with this knob right over here. The second step is you want to screw in the head. This one already comes with the quick release plate and everything, and you can unscrew this, and that's how you pull the quick release plate, like right there. So it's much nicer, and that's one of the reasons why I upgraded. You want to make sure that your GlideCam is lined up correctly. And this looks pretty good. So now the next step is you want to get these screws in like so. You want to start with about 2 weights on each side and then work your way up or down from there. I'm just putting these 2 weights on each side. And like I said, just remember to unscrew right here on the bottom right here and expand the base all the way for extra stability. Now all I have to do here is get these nuts on. And just keep in mind too, whenever you're GlideCamming, anything you add to your GlideCam, like microphones, or if you change even the focal length on your lens, that is gonna affect the weight, the counterweight. You wanna keep that in mind so you can adjust it properly. Like I said, what takes a while is mostly just putting this together, but you're not gonna be doing this every single time you put your GlideCam together. This is only initial setup. Usually you're gonna leave this like this unless you're gonna go on a trip somewhere, but mine is always ready to go. I just took it apart for demonstration purposes just to show you. So also the post is telescoping post right here. You can unscrew the base right here and the post goes up and down as you need. So right now let's get the camera on here. And in case you're wondering, I'm using the Canon 80D with the 18 to 35, just a kit lens, just to show you. You can mount any camera up to like 16 pounds if I'm not mistaken with this GlideCam. Another thing, this throws off the weight as well, so remove your lens cap. So before you put it on, actually, there's one more step you want to do. What you want to do here is you want to put your camera down on like a pen or something and find the center of gravity or close to it on your camera. So what I'm trying to do here is just find the center of gravity or close to it. So for this lens, it's right over here where the lens screws into the camera. Every lens, every camera is going to be different depending on the weight of the lens. So keep that in mind. For me, it's going to be right here. So what I want to do now is I want to mount the camera on the GlideCam. I want to have the post right here be lined up with the center of gravity right here on the camera. So very close. And once you have that, then you can screw it in place and then we're ready to balance it. I hope I'm not confusing you. So you want to see every lens, every camera is different. So you want to make sure that the center of gravity of your camera, where it kind of stops in the middle from going back and forth, you want to make sure that that's as close as possible to the telescoping pole right here. So for me, like I said, it's right where the lens meet the camera. The next step you want to do is the drop test. 1, 2. So it's pretty close. So now it's tilting, as you can see here, it's just tilting. For me, it's a little bit to the right, and I just want to use this knob right here. So the knob in the back here will adjust the front to back, and the knob on the side here will adjust right to left. What I want to do now, since the camera is tilting back just a little bit, I want to twist the knob a couple times just so the weight goes a little bit forward. And it's tilting a little bit to the right side, so I want to go a little bit this way as well. A couple turns just to the left, and there you go. This thing is pretty well balanced. And then just to test one more time, 1, 2. This is ready to shoot. If I were to go out on a shoot, this camera is ready to go. And then you pretty much just wanna, you hold it right here and just tap, you hold it lightly. And like I said, just take practice. Like if you take a day and a day or two max, like, and just practice, really practice with, trust me, you'll be able to get this very quickly. There's also a guy on YouTube, I'm gonna link his video down below. He actually went to the GlideCam facility and took like all the courses and everything. He's certified GlideCam operator. So I'm gonna link his tutorial videos down below. This was kind of like a quick one. There's not much really to it. It's just like putting it together like I told you, and then just balancing it out. It's pretty good. Going back and forth, and it's pretty much staying right there. And it's also good to have it tilting up a little bit. It's better to be up than facing down with the camera. So now just to show you, I'm gonna put the microphone on the camera just to throw off the balance on purpose. And this is a Rode Video Mic Pro, and I'm gonna plug it in as well, just like I would use the camera. And then the mic is on, and I'm gonna change the focal length as well. Let's change it to 24. So it's changed to 24 millimeters now. As you can see, the camera is way off now. Yes, it's not even going. So what I would do, because I like it not too long, so I'm gonna add a couple weights. Dang, that microphone is not even that heavy, and it just threw off the balance by so much. With 3 weights, if it's not balanced, I'm actually just gonna extend the pole a little bit, because you can also do that, but I don't like to have the pole like too long either. Okay, that's on there pretty good. I'm gonna add one also to the front, and we should be good to go. All right, let's see how this goes now. 1, 2, still kind of heavy. Oops, almost hit my microphone. Now what we'll do is we're gonna extend the pole and check it out. 1, 2. Now I think it's a little too heavy, the bottom. So I gotta lower it just a little bit. 1, 2. So I'm happy with this. Now just again, like it's tilting backwards. I'm gonna spin this knob a couple times forward and then try again. Still tilting backwards. Now this, I'm pretty happy with this. And just to check one more time. 1, 2. Now I'm pretty much ready to shoot. Like I said, if you have a heavy rig, you got enough weights here for a C100, C200, and you can also extend the pole and everything. So yeah, let me know if this video was helpful. Like I said, the HD Pro is replacing like the old HD 2000 and 4000. I think they might, I know in the previous video I said they're not selling, but I think you can still find them. But eventually they're gonna replace it and just go with this, and I think the XR Pro and the Devin Graham series, which the Devin Graham series pretty much is, it's almost the same head. They just make it look a little bit nicer, and you can move the gimbal up and down right here, but it's also adjusts the same way. It's got the quick release plate that you can fit in any Manfrotto, tripod and monopod, and you also have just the 2 knobs, front to back and side to side adjustment. So either you choose to pay $7.99 or $4.99. Thank you for watching. I love you guys. Hit that like button if you like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already, or don't do anything at all. It's up to you guys. I'll see you in the next video.